Hello dear ones, Sarah Tolmie here, and I am a holistic celebrant, death care practitioner and funeral director partnering with Picaluna. I'm doing what I often like to do at the end of a week of deep process funerals and ceremony care with families, and that's to let it all out into the ocean and reflect on my practice and my week and give love and blessings and prayerful offerings to my families and their loved ones. And this week has been really a rather special one. And I want to share with you just one of the families that I was working with this week for a home funeral for their dear mama. 5 siblings who had been looking after their mum on a roster of care as she entered into her final months, weeks, days, hours. And we're looking to continue her care and gentle that passage and pathway after death at home before having to make that really profound separation. And so they came to me, and I was in humble and devoted service to be able to help them have the home funeral that their mama deserved and that they deserved. And I'll tell you what, it was a special thing to witness. Maybe you're not familiar with what a home funeral is. It's not for everyone, right? It really has to come together as a little bit of a unicorn with many stars aligning, and something that is embraced by a family that is robust and already partnering and passaging the death process along with their person, and that there's a deep sense of harmony and agreement about what to do. And my family were very much this family, and we knew the time was coming, and their lovely mama really passaged them as much as they passaged her. You know, I often talk about some deaths as being really like a reverse birth. My own grandmother gifted me a reverse birth experience as I helped to midwife her death many years ago, and this mama did the same for her children. You know, like a birth, there's a lot of preparation and there's a lot of planning, but really it's you can't force the timing. There's nothing dictating that other than the divine unfolding that only, you know, you and the universe know. And you can tell the transitions with the breath, and you just got to be there and be ready. And that's what happened. And on the evening, a couple of nights ago, I got the call that she had made her transition, and I went over there with the cooling bed, which is a device that helps to just keep our person with good integrity, with care at home. It's a cold plate that goes under them on the bed, and it allowed this family time to gather, to sit with, to wander in and out of the room in quiet and private process over just a day or two, and gather everyone together. In the meantime, I'm scurrying in the background organising all the essential elements to a funeral, and bringing it to the home. And on the afternoon and into evening, so we even did it sort of in the kind of quiet, kind of settling down of the day, and the sun was setting, we just allowed them to gather and be with her and read stories and talk, and they'd had a beautiful lunch in the garden beforehand, and the time just found its own right time for them, and brought her out in the garden one last time that she'd been proffered in her room, and the room looked like a beautiful sacred shrine of love and family, and the whole family just carried and walked her out, and it was gentle. In fact, not just gentle, there was definitely And this is strange to say, but an element of almost euphoria. Like, it was so peaceful, so beautiful, so lovely. And gosh, it was just a privilege to be witness to and see that unfoldment at the family's own pace. And they had the skill, they had the capacity, you know, it's we can do this. So that's the deep privilege and loveliness I sit with at the end of my week, and giving thanks and giving blessings, and yeah, it's meaningful work, and I feel really honoured, and I just wanted to share that with you. I'm going to write an article about home funerals. If you'd like to know more, just contact me, and much love to you. Bye bye.